Welcome to Highly Social 901, the podcast where we dive into the vibrant world of social interactions and connections. Join us as we explore fascinating topics, share engaging stories, and interview incredible guests who are making waves in their communities. Whether you're looking to enhance your social skills or just enjoy some lively conversations, this is the place for you. Tune in and get ready to elevate your social game.
Even when our mentals are broke, but if we can't, I can always pray for hope.
What You look suspicious about something.
We'll discuss that later.
Okay.
We'll discuss that
I'm just like, nigga, you look suspicious about something. So, what's really going on? What the fuck? What up, everybody?
My bad for that, y'all.
I look back at the screen. This nigga got the detective thinking face on.
It's hard for me to hide shit in my face, so y'all just gonna have to get used to that. But yeah, look like old Ducky's got some stuff he need to go do on Frosty Tubes. Ooh, we hope everybody has been enjoying their day. Duck is over there rinsing off some fruit, some dishes or something. Knowing him is
Sport.
probably some fruit. But he love eating fruit. He love eating healthy. That's one thing I get
Ain't
into
nothing
Duck.
wrong with it.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's why I say that's one thing I get a Duck. That boy gonna eat some fruit and eat healthy.
Man,
Tell you what.
fruit salad.
Excuse me, say what?
Sound like they might say, yeah, you gotta enjoy that fruit salad. That's what it sounded like, bro.
But like always, I am your host, Sal. This is your host, Sensei, and your other host over here who is Batman, Coach Duckets.
I am Batman.
Coach Duckets is in the motherfucking building.
Did you say he is Batman?
Wow. First of all,
Well,
I
you
am
see
Black
you
Man.
right there. Of course you back. Oh, you black man.
not as black as you, man, but I am Black Man.
You could be mistaken as albino.
It was crack when he got out the chair.
He going to fix the sink. Motherfucker here. Hell no.
Well, like always, we'd like to welcome y'all to Highly Social 901, where you come to chat, but you stay to chill. Remember, if you are on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe, and share.
Yeah.
We're bringing y'all good content. Might as well just go out here, kick around, and become a part of the crew. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we don't do nothing but kick can and quicksand, man. Chilling
Whatever the
out.
fuck he just said. But like always, grab your blunts, bones, papers, wax, weed, whatever you need to make a hot nigga pie, and you can't forget your vape. Oh, excuse me. And we gonna enjoy
heard
this
that too.
ride. Him drop some?
No, look at the chat.
I think he said my back, man.
Yeah, he thought they complained about his back like an old guy.
Hey, look. We gonna work on when we bring it out Manosphere Loud. Don't start this shit right now. I'm trying to be nice.
Come with the toxicity.
I already called people up and told them and everything. Hey, yo, if you know what I'm saying, see a video of me spewing some shit, just keep on going. Don't even worry.
Hey, it was so funny earlier today, y'all.
Don't even worry about that, Shawty. Just keep on going. I'm out here doing my content, man. I'm getting it in. I'm getting it, you know what I'm saying?
I will be chopping that shit up on my stream.
I might send me some of this shit. I'm putting some of this shit on my soundboard.
Oh, shit, you don't need to be here. Where you supposed to be? The damn kitchen. The fuck you think?
Yeah, you know me. I always got a couple of stories to start off with.
That shit was funny.
Why?
Oh, what you get? What you get?
This one's short too. Like I was at the light with Mello. Just wait for the cars to go by, so I can mosey on across the street. I'm at my phone. I'm just leaning against the hole. Damn, it's a beautiful morning. I look, it's a girl in like, damn, I can't even think of what the motherfucking Jeeps. I mean, not Jeeps, but like a little 4Runners called, like one of them old joints. Car full of people and a fat white chick in the front. She just leaning over niggas to say that to me. Either when I was like, these niggas. Hair all wild, had the hoodie and shit on. See, you know what? That was about to bring out the minister. Let me stop. Let me stop.
Hey, why you ain't go ahead into it?
Just know this.
Go ahead, talk about it. Go ahead.
Just know this. Bitches ain't home trained.
Hey,
bitches ain't home trained. I was having a conversation. I was having a conversation earlier with our moderator, old kitty. Hey, Duckies. Do me a favor. Say music.
Say music.
Sensei. Say it.
music.
So you remember I was telling you that she was watching the damn documentary. Words are hard. The doc earlier, right?
When your words weigh 5 kilos each, sometimes they're too heavy to pick up and enunciate. Put that shit down.
She gonna come to me and say music. I heard Sensei say it before. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about? She's like, it was just the way y'all say music. So is y'all clearly hear I say music the correct way?
Okay.
She thought I was gonna say music.
She thought you were gonna say music. Right. What? Okay, we are not.
Where's my whistle? Where the fuck is my whistle?
And I have.
Wow.
Because of this conversation, I actually made up a new word. Statism. She shows statism. It's like colorism. Because you think of motherfuckers from this state, you think everybody gonna come up here saying scrimp, straight.
Yeah, that's great. Mersey. Hey, man. I guess so, man. Straight. That's great. You like some Mersey?
Like her everybody in Tennessee is uncultured swine.
That's messed up. Kitty, you supposed to be part of the squad.
I'll let y'all know this now. Like half the time, people don't think I'm from Memphis. They like, hey, where you from? I'm born and raised here. You don't act or sound like it,
nigga. Because I have sense. That is common.
Now,
for me.
I'm so like I get that a lot. Yeah, you don't seem like it. You ain't got me mad. You get me mad, then you gonna see that shit.
It's just like
wait, since I got the inner redhead, it's there. You just got to get to the right layer.
It's just like me saying because you stay in New Jersey, you talk like your ass on West Side Story or some shit.
Jets and the Sharks.
She a Jersey.
To get my deli.
You know Snooki? Paulie D, y'all be fist.
Set you up with that Snooki Lala. How you liking it now?
Hey man, I'm gonna be real with y'all. Pepsi is really a trash ass drink, but this wild cherry and cream.
Wow.
From Boston.
Is good as
wow. Just attacking the Pepsi like that. I don't know how I feel. What the fuck is wrong with Pepsi?
Pepsi too fucking sweet.
You can't drink Coke then? Coke is sweeter.
No, the fuck it ain't. Pepsi is sweeter than Coke.
No, it ain't.
Okay, your opinion is your opinion. My opinion is my opinion. My opinion is that fucking Pepsi is sweeter than Coke. Like,
Chat, what y'all say? What y'all say? I know y'all had to have both.
I don't give a fuck about what they say, nigga. They opinion.
You supposed to care about what our chat says. What you mean?
Just want the caffeine.
Their opinion is their opinion. I don't care about nobody else's opinion. That's why I didn't say your shit was wrong. I was like, yeah, it's your opinion. Okay, you know.
You don't,
If
you
you
don't
prefer
have to
Pepsi,
follow anyone else's opinion.
if you prefer Pepsi over Coke, okay, cool. I just know 9 times out of 10, if I come to your house, to bring a drink with me. That's it. Or ask for water.
First of all, if you read the sign out the front of my house, it's not a BYO. Drinks are served on site.
So I ask for water.
Instantly, where I know you ain't gonna have
Water
what I
out of
want.
a
Don't
Pepsi
give me
glass.
that sparkling water.
That don't bother me.
Right,
Drink
right,
that.
right.
Because actually, to be real, Pepsi and Coca-Cola did have some fire ass glasses back in the day. Why they stop doing shit like that? Especially when they came up with that Batman junks you had to get from McDonald's.
Yeah.
Y'all remember them hoes?
Hey,
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I remember when I still got that junk too. It's downstairs.
I remember.
I forgot what restaurant it was, but they was selling they was doing like the Beauty and the Beast shit, and he had a chip, the cup. I got the whole still downstairs. So I'm gonna turn that whole to an ashtray.
Oh yeah. They actually had when they actually had the fucking utensils and shit for
Toys back in the day and Happy Meals used to be so much better than what
was
the
that
fuck they get
McDonald's
today.
or Burger King? I think it was Burger King.
I don't remember which one.
Cause they was going tit for tat back in the day with them toys. I'm talking about they had the real shit, not that quick made plastic shit. I was
remember
like,
the bronze Dragon Ball Z toys you used to get from Burger King?
Nigga, I was just finna bring up the gold Gokus I used to get, motherfucker. They had the bronze ones and the gold ones. I was on them hoes. Man, what about the watches, the Rugrat watches and shit?
I had plenty of them joints.
I had plenty of them. As hell.
I didn't collect them. Not those. Not those. I'm sorry.
I had 4 on. The main one I was waiting for was the Chucky. I had the Chucky, the twins, and I think it was a Tommy. I
had the Reptile joint for sure. I used to wear that joint all the time.
Yeah,
hey Memphis, how you have 4 watches and still can't tell time?
Yeah, how did you know I couldn't tell time back then? If I could.
Wait, why you say it like that? How'd you know I couldn't tell time?
If I could.
You just told me that, player. You just told us all.
I ain't gonna lie. I wish I still would have had some of them Beanie Babies from McDonald's too. I bet them things worth money.
The what?
Them Beanie Babies McDonald's used to sell.
Oh yeah.
I bet you them hoes worth money.
Or what was them things? Them they look like little mugwires and shit. Them little toys they had.
Oh, excuse me. They look like who and what?
Look
like Gizmo. Them little toys they had. I think it was McDonald's that sold them.
What was they called again?
The Furby.
There it is. Yeah, the Furby. It looked like Gizmo. The little furry. It looked like little mugwires. What Gizmo was.
I never heard the nigga called that. That's why I'm asking you to repeat the shit. Yeah, I'm not trying to make fun of you this time.
No, I was just trying to. I didn't know the name of them, so they just look like the look. Yeah, you ain't know Gizmo was a mugwire.
No, I did not.
Yeah,
I knew Gizmo is a Gizmo, nigga.
Yeah, he from China. That's what they called him and shit. Yeah,
I didn't never know what the. Yeah, I know.
His story was told in the first one. I remember that shit.
Never paid that part no attention, sir.
Yeah.
No, I just learned something new today.
No, there you go.
Movie reports on that shit.
I was this year's old when I found that out. That's something that I can now put in my folder of useless information that I know. Nigga, what is going on with some of these people out there in your area, Duggets? In the
He looked straight
grass,
down like
nigga.
I already know what you're talking about.
Cause nigga, I was watching some dude. This man
Hit me with it.
he let his grass get so bad that the folks couldn't bring their equipment into the backyard. Nigga, they had to go rent goats out to eat some of this shit down.
What the fuck? How
Where you
tall
be
was this
finding this
nigga
shit, bro?
grass?
Right.
YouTube, nigga. The fuck?
How tall was this motherfucker grass?
6'8".
It was up to it was
Couldn't
damn near
get-
up to dude waist though. Like he could
Oh,
actually
shit.
like yeah.
Damn. They couldn't cut it with blades. They had to go get animals to eat that shit down.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
What have you been doing with your life if your yard like this?
I have
a
the
lot
wonder-
apparently.
The wonderful word of YouTube never fails me when it comes to me finding a video at work and being bored.
Got you. Okay.
Never.
Okay.
Oh, that shit's funny.
Well,
Like
I can't
one-
speak for all of them out here, but I mean, maybe the man wanted a bit of a safari. What if he wanted to walk naked in his backyard?
Hey, what if
Get you a better
kangaroo was
gate.
hiding in there and soon as he got close to it, he just double kicked him in the chest? What if that happened?
Nigga, has somebody been playing with your mic when you ain't been at home?
Why? What happened?
Cause it sounded like somebody done yelled at your shit and blew that bitch.
Damn, for real?
Yeah. Either that or it's that cord.
Well, I had to get a new cord anyways. The problem is the cord. So yeah, I gotta get a new cord. Hopefully it's just a cord.
Nah, we got to blame one of the children. One of the children did. They was yelling in your joint
This
like,
motherfucker
"Daddy!"
So they was in here recording themselves a song and shit. Well, I ain't here.
Motherfuckers in that hole letting it rip metal style, nigga.
Right.
Wonder why you wonder why your PlayStation was moved that day.
Dude, don't even me with that shit. I was like, who the fuck went over there?
But as I was finna say, like, yeah, one day I was so bored at work, I was watching niggas out there hunt, cook, and clean.
Oh, hey, that's something useful to know.
in Florida.
Illinois. I mean, not Illinois, Louisiana, my bad.
No
You
way.
see how he instantly knew that was Florida?
Nah, I seen niggas hunt, I've been watching niggas hunt iguanas down there, though.
Yeah, iguanas and gators.
Yeah, since some motherfuckers so evasive and shit.
Yep.
Yeah, man, I be watching just random. Like today, I was
A
watching
little bit of
vid-
everything.
Yeah, like today, I was watching a nigga. Damn, I forgot what kind of fish that is, man. But it was like it was a saved fish from somewhere, and I was watching him help him nurse that junk back to full health and shit. Like I be watching random ass shit for no reason.
Was it a rare fish? It was just rare from another.
Nah,
what
it was like the little fish. He got like the little three things sticking out his face. I think it's called like an angel fish. Oh, hold up. Give me 1 second, bro.
I don't know exactly. Yeah. Have any of y'all had like raccoon or something?
No. Where are you going with this?
No, I'm just asking. Have y'all ever eaten that before? Because people eat it.
Are you people?
I've tried it before.
You said you tried it before?
You go say, huh? What?
Oh man, Memphis, come on,
You
bro.
go say people. Nigga, are
That's why
people?
you giggled when I said you got a little redneck in you if you cut deep enough. Motherfucker out here like, hey man, we had a patties. It's all right. Pass me some.
Hey, they patty good.
Anyway, back to what I was doing. This this nigga here, bro.
Yeah, I see how quick this motherfucker went in to take them home. Niggas, it's you people? Then nigga left no room for error. Hello. Niggas, you peoples?
And it turns out you is peoples.
This is right
Hey,
here.
Loud, you were right about him being one of peoples, and I was right about him not being able to tell time.
Right there.
That a newt?
Axolot.
Yeah,
There we go.
Newt. Oh,
Ocelot.
Axolotl. Yeah,
Axolot.
Axolot.
that's-
Ocelot.
yeah.
There we go. One of
Ocelot.
some shit.
Ocelot, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just at work, just watching it for no reason, just sitting there like, oh, Paul, you. They got it from a pet store, man. It just had like little white spots and shit on it. Tail was gone and shit, you know. Like, oh, poor fishy fish.
Man, those are good white people.
I ain't gonna lie. I want a fish tank. I want like rare exotic like type fish, like a blue lobster and shit like that. I might get one of them motherfuckers, depending on what they eat, cause I don't need to eat in my tank.
Okay, book 'em.
Nah, do it.
Come on.
Yo.
You know where the name came from. You know what movie. Come on. Come on.
What are we supposed to
Mr. Shit, what happened?
Who said what?
I don't know what he said.
No, you, not him.
Oh. What happened?
It's not my mic messed up, player. It's you, pimp. What we talking about?
I'm trying to
I
see
don't
what the hell did he just say?
He said he
too.
want to have fish tank. I was like, okay, book him.
I hate when he do this shit. he just go, just keep beating your meat around the question, huh?
Man,
Look at what?
man.
Beating your meat around the question, huh?
Wow. I thought I was a self-pleasure guru.
What the fuck?
My man beating off around questions like, yeah.
But man, oh, before we get into this, y'all, this episode almost was clickbait like a motherfucker. This gonna segue into like the main story though.
Okay.
Because these niggas picked a title that had nothing to do with the video we're actually watching today, and that shit would have been so hilarious. The title is about that they picked was about myths and legends, nigga. We're gonna be talking about immigration.
It was gonna be how they magically got over here.
Oh, this shit I did in America.
Yo, I don't understand.
This is we're not talking about old America today. We're talking about what's going down in the down under.
Oh.
Okay. Y'all see how these motherfuckers set me up for uppercuts, right?
It's cool,
You know what I'm saying? Just put the guard up. All right. Stop.
like,
Cap,
oh.
cap that right there. Stop that. Stop that. No uppercuts. What are we doing right now? What the fuck are we doing?
Talking about your place.
I bet it sound like it. It sound like it. Ain't no roaches, nigga. Come on with it.
Well, if y'all know Ashley go, we gonna sit here and listen to him. Of course, he's gonna say some fucked up shit, but That's why we're here. We're going to interpret this shit as best we can to not offend anybody.
Duck is down there looked a little worried about that part.
He's like, nigga, I've been watching the news out here.
I know about Melbourne and what's going on a little bit.
Ah, shit.
But yeah, Don, let's go for it. Actually, could we just stop before we start? Nah. Fuck y'all and y'all laughter. Listen. Nah, this is fucked up. Okay, so we gotta stop before we start because the premise of that sign right there, it's on the back of people that immigrated there and like took the place over. So when you holding up a sign as any kind of Australian outside of Aboriginal, talk about immigration, you got to check yourself in the mirror. How the fuck did you get here?
That man got a point.
This is true.
Yep.
Not to mention, statistically speaking, most of the population is on the outside, like of the country kind of thing. Like there's obviously a bit inland, but like because of the desert and shit, there's just so much space not fucking used. And if they can make fucking holiday destinations in Dubai, you can't tell me they can't put some money together and, you know what I'm saying, do a little something different with the land we have. But anyway, immigration. Good
So
one.
how-
Let's
how-
go.
How
It's
Motherfucker.
Yeah, I already know.
so is it like basically what you're saying is like just a vacant spot of land there that y'all can do something with that y'all not doing something with? For y'all who don't know,
You can
who he
Vegas
is, and
that shit.
he is. Shut
Well,
the fuck
well,
up. You know what I was
yes.
saying? He was in.
Yes. So
Oh, he can Vegas that. I heard wrong. Never mind. Thought you were trying to make fun of me.
the
asshole.
temperatures are
No.
extreme there. Like it is desert hot there for sure, but it's like essentially where it's lush is where the people, you know what I'm saying, go to the coastal. That's where most people try to go to. And so they
Yeah.
got us like we have I think a little bit over the population of like New York State as a whole, you know what I'm saying? Yet
Mm.
we've got a space close to comparable to the fucking continental US. So you do the math. How are we living on top of each other and have nowhere to fucking live? We got all this homeless people, nowhere to put them up. You think a homeless person would rather be on the street or in a house in a slightly warmer area? Like, yo. Yeah,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? And so then like the rental shit gets out of proportion and like that's what I was saying like you mentioned and I'm not going to mention that out loud of course because we're on you know what I'm saying a stream podcast, but like I do technically make more than you by a bit, but I can promise you what I have to pay of that, like just to shit. It's you know what I'm saying? When we talk about game prices and like the game for you might be 70 and for me it's like 95 or 105. Like the fucking currency difference is heavy. But again, talking about space, talking about immigration. You can't tell me that those people would not rather be housed somewhere than just out on the streets and disheveled. And
Yeah.
I don't think even as like people and working class, middle class folks, I don't think that they'd be arguing over like an actual house with some fucking yard space and shit. Like from the time I got here, I've been here for 22 years. Time I got here to now, you talking about like houses with like visible, sizable either back or front, and sometimes both yards. To now like there's about 3 feet from one house to the other. So they're like literally just cramming, and it's all about, trying to make profit and all that shit. But again, greed and the rest got us living like we ain't got no space. And then we're telling other people don't come here when we got all of this fucking space.
Yeah, this is that's how this shit works sometimes.
Man, in a lot of places, that's how this shit go.
Mm.
It's crazy.
It just feels weird for like I guess like the country to be as big as it is, yet as small as it is. You know what I mean? I mean,
I'm
you'd
sorry,
have
I
to.
got distracted
No,
trying to
yeah.
figure out what they was watching in his background.
Motherfucker.
Oh, there's a bomb behind you. Yo! They heard our podcast and dropped that joint. His fucking whole back. I was waiting for some shit to come flying up the banister. Ah!
Oh god.
The fuck?
Oh, go ahead. Start
Mm.
this.
Yeah, okay. Good segue.
No, what
I'm
the
sitting here
fuck?
wondering why this motherfucker's face
How
was
the
turned
fuck
up
do
like
I-
that, just frowned
What
up.
is this? This is insane. Violent. So this is what the fuck? You prophesized this? I told. I did. I said that people are going to push back against immigration, and the reason why. Here's the reason why people are pushing back against immigration now. It's because they never were allowed to before. Anybody who was against immigration, period, was constantly labeled as a racist. And I think what's happened, and this is what's going to continue happening.
Is that true out there? If you were labeled as a racist, if you
So, for the most part, yes. But again, when you're talking about demographic, well, it's a lot of white folks. And they are usually the ones saying, you're not welcome. And again, just as off of no feeling no way about nobody, but off of just basic history, which is the, version I got, they were definitely here first. This was definitely their space. Y'all definitely moved the fuck in uninvited and made it yours. And then, you know what I'm saying, gave an apology and tried to give a little back or whatever, or let them keep a little bit. But like, then to say other people can't seek refuge here. Now, again, like any other country, there should be, you know what I'm saying, a vetting process. You're not just taking in, you know what I'm saying, every single body, but you should also have space to put them if you're going to take them in. You should have, you know what I'm saying, hopeful, like, you know what I'm saying, jobs to fill them in so they're not just, you know what I'm saying, draining the resources and shit. Like, there's plans to it. But again, a lot of the people that were saying no were of a Caucasian variety from the Mount Caucasus. And whoa, I mean, hey, you went there, sir. I stayed on this side of the Wonder Bread. But anyway. But yeah, like that was it was a very quick way to, like, I mean, that's how people argue nowadays though. They like to throw out fucking big labels and, big accusations and shit when, you know what I'm saying, you say something about anything they don't like. But no, that was pretty much happening. Yeah. But there also are actual racist Australians who do have like that whole white power feel and view about them. And so, when those guys are in parliament and shit, makes for interesting days.
So as someone like me that is some uncultured swine when it comes to Australia.
Swine.
Who was there first?
What do you mean? Aboriginals.
Okay.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. There's not even like.
The
I understand you. No.
Honestly,
I understand you didn't know. I understand you didn't know. But like, as far as like, just history in general, yeah.
Yeah. He looked at me like I asked him that we was in history class or some shit. Bitch, I thought this book.
Read the book.
You know what?
Read the book.
You know what they asked.
Let's start this back up.
This is where things are going, is that the accusation and the ability to shut down conversation by saying that a person is a racist, I think that right now we are almost at the point where they're going to say, yes. Yep. That's right.
Hey, y'all, real quick, do me a favor. Pay attention to his eyebrows when he just sitting here looking.
Nigga,
at the video
just look at them
and tell me, do y'all just see them joints just randomly move?
I was just
because if you keep again, if you make unreasonable discussion impossible, if you make reasonable discussion impossible, you make unreasonable discussion inevitable. And this is what's happened. The dislike ratio is crazy. Well, let me see why.
Anti-immigration rallies are taking place in capital cities and regional centres across the country this afternoon. In Melbourne, anti-immigration protesters and a pro-Palestine rally have clashed in the CBD, with pepper spray being
pro-Palestine? What the fuck does those have to do with each other? That doesn't even make sense.
And several demonstrators assaulted.
So motherfuckers out there just wilding right now in Australia.
Let's just say I'm definitely glad that this is not a country of firearms being a commonplace.
Gotcha.
Mm.
You gotta say
Because
nothing
like,
else.
Yep.
okay,
Yep,
yeah,
leave
sorry,
it
no,
there.
no,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was enough. You don't have to say anything else
Leave
after
it
that.
there.
Hundreds of police blocked the groups from
Damn,
meeting near Flinders Street
That's
Station.
smart.
But members from both groups marched down other streets away from the blockade. There were few police in the area at that time. Large crowds.
Why are people marching for Palestine in Australia? Like, I mean, I support Palestine too, but like, why are there all these movements? Like, I feel like this is like a virtue signal movement. Basically, Muslims. I mean, maybe, I guess, right? I mean, sure, it's all across the West. I guess so, because like, yeah, I mean, I don't even see like what are you really advocating for?
Yes, sir. What are we laughing at?
Come on, Memphis, out with it now.
His eyebrows actually does it just move random for no
Nigga,
reason.
it's like they trying to talk before he do.
Okay.
Cause that mother, they just be going before. I'm like, bruh, are you just really thinking that hard to where your eyebrows are twitch? Like you really want to say something or something? Like
That's the mouse in the brain, bro,
I'm like,
working the
he wanna
joints.
just go ahead and say something so bad, but he trying to go and get through this shit.
Gathered at
them like a
Sydney's
puppet.
Belmore Park with many people waving Australian flags. Police have formed
So
a
this is the
barricade to
pro-Palestine
stop hundreds
protest?
of counter-protesters
Unite to smash racism.
who are marching to Hyde Park from clashing with the group. Up to 1,000 police officers will be out in force in the city today, with the Sydney Marathon and the weekly pro-Palestinian rally also taking place.
We have no interest in entering Belmore Park. We do have an interest in, standing shoulder to shoulder with refugee and migrant communities, and then later linking up with the Palestine rally as well.
Counter-protests have also now crossed paths with the...
I don't mean no harm, but his old ass would not need to be out there in none of this shit.
We're gonna cross paths with death.
I ain't gonna hold you.
You about to
like
meet
he's
God
a
on your
undercover
next march.
agent. I got undercover agent vibes.
Secret agent man, secret agent man.
I was about to do it, but I started coughing.
Yeah, boy.
anti-immigration rally in Brisbane.
How can you tell that this is in... How can you tell? And to be fair, there's a couple of other... I don't know what that flag is. I don't know what that one is. But yeah, you can clearly see where it's at, right?
Pause that for a sec. I could be blind. And I mean, obviously, shadow and stuff. Maybe that one dude in like that white shirt behind the red jacket is like a bit tanned, but that looks like a sea of white faces. And this is what I was saying in my my statement before. It's basically majority a bunch of white people just telling other people you can't come here. I'm not saying that all of those people are ill-intended, but again, like it's just that's the picture. That's what I'm saying. I mean, it's right there, right?
True.
That's crazy, isn't it? White boomers. Yeah, I know. And the reason why, and so again, and you see the majority of the protesters here. I mean, there are a lot of women here, which is what I said was very important, but the majority of the protesters are indeed men, for sure. Israel just assassinated Yemen's prime minister. I heard about that. I don't know enough about it to talk about it, but I will say that, like, I mean, it's kind of off topic. I don't want to get into that right now. But, I contrary to what Twitter would have you believe, I'm not an Israel defender. I don't know.
Speaking of Twitter, why the hell do we talk about Twitter like it's fucking Prince? X, formerly known as Twitter. Why do we do that shit?
I still say Twitter, nigga.
Yeah.
I'd rather you, just say Twitter or just say X. There is no formerly not like. That shit hurts my nerves when people do
The
that.
app formerly known as Twitter.
Hey, y'all remember when Twitter changed his name to a symbol?
I was
Oh!
just gonna say this. That's what's gonna happen next one.
It gonna get changed again.
Yep.
I don't know. Maybe they had a reason for it. Probably they didn't. I don't know. So Houthi prime minister? I have no idea. But yeah.
Just something that is kind of funny with like any of these marches, no matter what country you're in. I personally, dark, find it funny like that. You'll find like sometimes just actual old ass motherfuckers there. Like you might have like 4 goods left. What the fuck are you here? Like, why are you out here in this hostility? Why are you out here? You know what I'm saying? Telling people where they can and can't be. You about to not be taking up space up here. You gonna be
Like,
down there.
it's
What are we
just
doing?
it's just one bad conversation from everything going to shit and you getting trampled.
Right. Pepper spray. You want to be 85 and that's your first time in life getting pepper spray, bro?
So is they are so lonely that they just want the company.
Oh.
Hey,
if they're
to
bridge
piggyback
partners?
off what he's saying, look at
Yeah.
them down at right behind the lady and stuff.
Right
They
there.
covered, they wrapping themselves up like it's a picnic and shit.
Them niggas cold.
Right. She's
Still,
freezing.
they
And
out
he's
there
trying to
like,
act like it's
okay,
a cake.
yeah.
Folks cold as hell right now.
Thousands of protesters have gathered at the Roma Street Parklands for a march to the
I need
Queensland
my
State
iron
Parliament.
bills.
Counter-protests are planned in many locations, including Sydney, Canberra, Brisbane, Melbourne and Hobart.
Wait, that wasn't an
Rallies
Australian
have also
flag?
been organised
Wow.
What? That's not Denmark, is it? What's that? No, you see it too, right? There was just a blue flag with a white cross on it. The fuck? What's that? What's that?
The Templars.
I don't know if you're playing around right now. Press play.
many regional centres. MPs from Katter's Australia Party are leading a march along Townsville's foreshore. Bob Katter has spoken at the rally.
Oppression becomes law, then resistance becomes duty. Yeah! And underneath that was written, every man dies, but not every man lives.
Yeah.
That is Australia. That is
Is that what you was talking about?
Yeah. Maybe that's like a particular state's flag. And I'm just unfamiliar with it, but it was just interesting to see like a couple of those amongst all the other just actual Australian flags.
So is that something y'all say in Australia? Well, that you've heard in Australia before?
No. But I didn't go to the Australian
I think it came
school
from a
system.
movie.
I know one thing, that old man said duty.
Man.
Our reporter Nabil Al-Nashar is at the rally in Sydney and he joins us now. Hi there, Nabil. What can you tell us about what's going on where you are?
Wait, why does her jacket match the ceiling in her workplace?
You want to show she committed.
Yo, she blending in.
She love her job.
Too much. I came looking like my workplace.
Melissa, well, you could probably
Look
hear
at
the
them all.
crowd behind me.
Yeah.
There's definitely thousands more here in this march, which started in Belmore Park and has now
So
made
this is happening everywhere.
Time out. I bet you while we're listening to this, she was expecting everybody to be talking with that damn Australian accent they be using in movies and shit. Once you get
Good eye, love. How's it going?
there we go.
That's funny as hell.
Hell, some of these motherfuckers talk better English than the motherfuckers here.
The motherfucker in the middle.
Way better than your ass.
This is what's so insane about it is like this is happening in America, it's happening in Europe, it's happening in Australia, and I think the dark horse here really is Japan. There's even anti-immigration protests happening in Japan. I would have never whoa, what the fuck?
Time out.
It's
Time
a
out.
movement?
Time out. The anti-immigration stuff in Japan, I would just say, not that I know much of anything about it, but didn't they go through a period or going through a period where like the population balance is like way off and like the younger folks ain't having enough kids and the population is just basically like aging? So like there was, or I heard, so again, I don't know if it's fact, but they were almost like kind of trying to get, you know what I'm saying, people to come over to like have kids over there kind of thing. Not like obviously not as black and white as, oh yeah, come over and like, you know, have sex with our ladies. Like not like that, but kind of, you know. Now, if
heard
there's,
something about that.
you know what I mean, right? So if something like that was going on and they're just like, yeah, nah, that's like my man Loud was like, I could have gone. Anyway. Oh no, okay.
Where the
No
Asian
problem.
women at?
I wouldn't
Right?
have had no
So
problem.
I could understand like their community maybe not necessarily agreeing with like, you know, hey, we don't want to dilute our culture or whatever. Like, now we feel kind of funny about that being very different to what the fuck is going on with this in like, you know, America and over here. That's all.
But yeah, I do
May you
remember hearing
please
something about
press
that.
play.
A
Oh,
while
sorry.
back though. No, I was
Mm-hmm.
just agreeing. Like, yeah, I do remember hearing some shit about that.
I guess.
To Victoria Park near Sydney University have definitely increased from that initial estimate that we had at the beginning. The crowds have many chants throughout the day during their march, including "Send them back," "Save the nation," "Stop the
that's stop the invasion. Yeah,
Australia first.
Exactly.
And more.
It's actually crazy that I actually think that winning the election in America was a massive, like, kind of like it created a lot of this, or at least it enabled a lot of it. It made people that had these sentiments feel more comfortable with it. It was a catalyst. It was like, as soon as people realized that America was pushing back against this, yeah, 100%.
Many were also
Not gonna lie, I kind of get where he coming from on that one.
I don't think that's wrong at all. Like, I mean, obviously everywhere in the world pretty much will have, you know, every country has its problems, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And you would say, or you would guess that there'd be at least a little bit of racism just about everywhere you go in one way or another. And
just a taste of it.
You know, just a taste. In some places, obviously, a lot more coffee in that drink. You know what I'm saying? And not a lot of milk in some, you know, and sometimes it's all milk with just a bean or two. Yeah.
It sounds like you said a bean or two.
So
I did.
I did not take a sip of that drink yet, because that shit would have been everywhere. I would have been pissed. Who would have had in this shit?
But like, you know, Australia obviously has its own, you know, issues with racism that, you know, is what it is. However, there's no denying that when you get someone like that is as outlandish and outspoken and sporadic and off tap, that just gets to power, stays in power, like, yeah, you making that look a little more reachable for folks over here where, you know, although it's a different country, different nation, and different values, they still kind of emulate a fair bit of what the US does, right? So if he's doing it over there, why can't we do it over here? And so, yeah, you know, you get those people then trying to get into seats and claiming some seats in parliament, and you get those people on the police forces and things like that, and you get them people dressing up in the all black I think they're wearing out here, supposed to be their pro-white or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, but they're more proud to walk in the streets and more emboldened to do so because seeing stuff, what's happening in the US for sure.
Blame America. Blame America.
Oh no! See, I already said it was here. I said it was here.
Oh.
I said it was here. I said they were emboldened, and your feet stank, but you still my homie.
It's all that matters.
I ain't thought about that
And
South
then
Park
Elon
episode in years.
Right.
Mr.
Twitter.
Anthony
Oh,
Albanese,
is
you
it-
might be able to hear some of them behind me now. Some people who we spoke to were very quick to point out that
Yes.
this march is about being anti-immigration. It's about
Yes.
stopping the flow of what they describe as mass migration.
Well, I think that also, like, this is something that right now isn't being discussed a lot because it's not politically correct. And I don't think that conversations have shifted a lot about it. But I think that the anti-immigration protests wouldn't be happening if they were getting immigrants from Europe or they were getting immigrants from, America or some other place. Whenever you're bringing in a bunch of people from countries.
I was waiting for it.
Okay. So I thought I would bring something else to light, just to give a little bit of a devil's advocate, if you will. Excuse me, not from a racist point of view, of course, but just from a legitimate point of view, right? About a decade ago, maybe, roughly. Again, don't quote me on this stuff. I'm no history buff or anything like that. But we, as Australians, like I said, we had taken in like a decent of Sudanese guys, right? Immigrants, refugees.
Where are they from?
And Sudan.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Hey, I'm
And
sorry. Once again, I'm uncultured.
whoa,
swine
whoa,
when
whoa!
it
I
comes
just
to
answered your
certain shit.
question.
I answered the question too.
Right.
It's just
That's
the way
all
both,
we did. You're taking a fist for nothing.
it's just the way both
Nothing.
y'all answered at the same time. Yes, I did. I'm like, damn, hold up. I'm sorry. I'm uncultured swine. I did say that not too long ago.
We were trying to help you.
Right. Trying to educate you.
Like, damn, I'm
See
sorry.
2 pages of this dictionary.
No,
No.
sir, no. Go ahead.
Yeah, and so like while the act in and of itself, I don't disagree with at all. Again, I do think that we have an abundance of space that we could, use in a better way, more functionally. But there was a gap in the process that like set people up for failure. And what I mean by that is like, and again, this isn't everyone's situation that came over, but like, let's call it a stereotypical scenario would be, you're able to come over, you're put into housing, you're given, essentially like money, or just call it a, government payment or whatever. And then it's like, you're just supposed to kind of figure it out. To me, that's fucking retarded. Sorry, R word. It's R word. Yeah, man, like these guys were like survival. You're going from fight or flight day in, day out. You're going from like watching tragic, like horrific stuff happen sometimes to you, around you, all of that. Like you're literally fleeing that and then just dropped into civilization. You're coming from a place where you may have had to be violent, aggressive, stealing, whatever, to like eat. And then you just drop somewhere where these motherfuckers are like, I can steal from them real easy. And then you're going into a place where some of the people, of course, weren't receptive. And no offense to my brothers and sisters, but we all know some knees, them's the chocolate of the chocolate now. And, in a sea of white faces, it's kind of easy to see who's from where, you know what I'm saying? So it was easy to target them. It was easy to make them feel, uncomfortable. And people act like how they know how to act. So you coming from that and someone says something to you or tries to get aggressive, you probably gonna get real aggressive real quick because last time you had a fight may have been for your life. And now you got this motherfucker getting loud and you don't know what they got, who they know, whatever. So yeah, there was a lot of them shit that was going on. Now, you bring them over, you have a space and air quotes, a village, gated community, however you want to call it, where like you can teach them about what they're about to go into, educate them a little bit on like some of the customs, like you know what I'm saying, whatever. Let them like you would do a fucking fish, right? You don't just take a fish from one environment and just like fucking throw him in another and go, like figure it out. Nah, man, you keep that motherfucker with a little bit of his home, a little bit of his, what I'm saying, water. Drop him in, let that motherfucker, what I'm saying, acclimate to this, what I'm saying, the environment, and then you let that motherfucker out. They just drop these motherfuckers in and like hope for the best. So if you were an Australian that had negative experiences on that, if you were maybe by some Sudanese dudes or whatever, or fucking robbed, whatever, like okay, I could see why you might be one of the people in one of these marches and feel like you have like a legitimate reason for being there. and that's not necessarily you being racist. That's all I was saying. Devil's advocate.
That do not speak your native language. You're bringing in people from countries that don't speak, they don't follow your customs. They don't have your religion. No, I'm not saying that it would be good, right? I mean, like, we can go back and watch the fucking, Gangs of New York clip. Very clearly, people always find a way to other each other. But what I'm saying is that I think that this amount of hostility, I don't want the Irish. Exactly. No, I'm not. And I don't want to say that would never happen, but I'm saying that there is a huge component to this that is, I mean, you could say race, but like, I think it's primarily ethnicity and also culture and religion based. I think there's a huge component to this that I think a lot of people don't really talk about, but it's very evidently clear whenever you look at every single one of these situations, right? Every single one. We all know who it is. Yeah, everybody knows. Basically, like, I mean, just very, very simply and plainly, people are protesting against the mass migration from primarily Middle Eastern and African immigrants that are majority either, non-religious or Muslim. That is that is basically what these protests are all for, everywhere. China too. I don't know about China. I don't see China doing that. Yep, just say it. That's what. Yes. And India. India is a different situation. I think it is, personally.
Should we go poke our fingers around in India and China and see what's going on there? One episode.
Yeah.
Man, we should. Yeah. I was just gonna say, I know you're an uncultured swine, but I have some
Ooh,
very again. Who very basic, what I'm saying, understanding of some of the stuff they used to go through, but like they had a whole class system in and amongst their own people. And they're like, what I'm saying, crowded as fuck. Of course they wouldn't want immigrants. Yo, get the fuck out of here. We barely got enough room for our people. Now, see, that's a different scenario. Like, yeah, anywho, that's all.
And that it has nothing to do with race. This doesn't seem to be the view shared by everyone we spoke to, though.
That's true. That's true. And the thing is, the media does try to paint this as a bad thing. And again, I don't think that it's necessarily, like, I'm not a big racism fan, but at the same time, whenever enough people believe something, it becomes.
That's wild.
This motherfucker has headphones on at the nightclub, and his eyebrows is just dancing to their own shit. Ba-da, ba-da. Meanwhile, like out in a dance club. Ba-da, ba-da. Just like, what the fuck is going on, son? It's two different songs being played.
I'm telling you, his eyebrows got different answers, bro. They want to say something different so bad.
Algorithm.
Yeah, they want to say something different so bad. No, motherfucker, tell him this.
Substantial enough that it has to be discussed.
I think we're being overrun by Indians and Muslims. Yeah. I'm not against.
Okay. All right. Never mind. Okay, so as you were saying, yeah, all right, I guess, listen, I guess we were farther along on this than I had predicted. I didn't realize it had gone this far yet. Wow, okay. Coming in hard, yep, coming in hot.
Against migration altogether, okay? I'm just over the fact that we're bringing so many in at the same time. Yeah. And like she said, they're not conforming to our way of life.
Because you think it's a better country.
Yeah, they have to live the way that we live.
Yeah. Even the.
Yep, that's right. Absolutely.
You look like you got something you want to say.
I know what this motherfuckers remind me of now. Y'all know that that orange thing from Dr. Seuss that was in the forest and shit. Damn it! What the fuck is that thing called?
Yeah, no, you're doing good.
I cannot remember the name. That's what this motherfucker look like.
Take your time.
I can't remember the name.
Wait! Yes!
Lorax. Yeah, the Lorax. Yeah, there you go.
event organizer and first speaker, Jesse Stewart, who is the husband of Beck Freedom, didn't shy away from the racial element to the discourse.
I think this is something that would happen in most countries, by the way.
This nigga nose do like it's
He
about
could
to
do a
come out.
backflip and them glasses is not budging. He could dive into a pool. Them glasses is not budging.
His
What
nose
the
do
fuck?
look almost like 3D printed on his goddamn face. Like, his nose does
Them,
not look
them,
real.
the nose is attached to them glasses. The nose is fucking.
No. You tuck them in under the eyebrow, and then the nose holds them up. They ain't dropping nowhere, son. Nowhere.
The eyebrows
son.
attached to them damn glasses too. That's a damn disguise, motherfucker.
Man, he just pulled that whole thing up. Hey,
Nigga
look,
is a
it's
re-
Gary Coleman.
The way, like, if China had a bunch of immigrants that were coming from, like, and let's use a comparison to this that I think that a lot of people agree with. Don't we all agree that it's really, really annoying and disrespectful and obnoxious whenever a bunch of Americans come to Japan and try to treat it like America and then act like they need to be catered to as Americans and they need to have signs in English and they complain about how things are done in Japan? Like, we all agree that this is problematic and annoying and obnoxious. And, like, you know, as an American, I find it to be very, like, I would be embarrassed to go there and be seen as maybe one of those people, right? And so, really...
Because as much as we tell motherfuckers learn English when they get over here, I better not go there and say shit.
Man.
But question.
Go ahead.
The stuff I was saying earlier, doesn't it tackle that exactly? Bringing people into a space where they can climatize, learn a little bit about the space they're going into, the values, the customs, the laws, etc. And then, like I said, from one pool, let them marinate for a little bit, and then let them out, instead of what they've been doing, which is just dropping them in. Coach Ducky.
This is the same thing. Like, it's the same way that we do that over in, you know, maybe Japan or something like that. These people are doing that over in Australia to an extent. The other way around is different. Well, it's not to me. And it's not to most people. It's not to the guy that they just interviewed. And I think that it's actually not, period. It's all the same. Basically, you're coming into a foreign country. You want the foreign country to change to accommodate you. It shouldn't. You should leave. If you can't get along, if you don't fit in, there are millions of people there that are living there. Everything's fine. If you can't fit in, then you should leave. Like,
I think he's going. I was just saying, I think he's just going a little too far with it. Like, I understand his point, but he's then like just kind of like just throwing shit in there to try to, you know, fill up a bucket. Like, nah, it's a diarrhea word moment for him, because it's just like, things are not fucking just okay over here. Like, wages fucking suck compared to like the cost of living. Fucking, we're living on top of each other in many areas. There's homeless issues, there's racial issues, there's drug issues, there's fucking petty crimes issues raising up, some gang issues popping up here and there. Like, fuck are you talking about? It's not just okay over here. However, that aside, if you're going to a foreign place, yes, you are supposed to learn their customs and fucking, you can keep a little bit of your own, but the point is to blend and merge, not to, you know, just stand alone. Because, well, yeah, you don't go to an island to, you know, yeah, further isolate yourself. That don't make no damn sense. But yeah, anyway, like I said, he was just doing a bit too much.
I'm not going to go to Saudi Arabia and start complaining that they have their rules this certain way. I'm not going to go to Turkey and complain about them doing prayers 5 times a day. That's Turkey. That's the way that they live. That's their culture. That's their lifestyle. That's their religion. That's everything. And so why the fuck do you come to a country that you just complain about? Well, this is logical. Yes, exactly. You don't want to assimilate. Get the hell out. Exactly. Yes, 100%. Would you ever go abroad? Sure, yeah. Yeah, and I would try to be as respectful and polite and non-annoying as possible, as much as I could be. Right? It's hard. It's hard to do that, but I would try.
Your eyebrows would fuck you over, bro. If you're having a conversation in another country, yes. Like, yo, get the fuck out of here, you weirdo.
Really win in Rome? Yes, win in Rome.
Here at this march.
There is a clear
eyebrows was
global
moving and he
agenda to
wasn't
shame,
talking.
beat down and replace people with Anglo-Celtic and European heritage. They want to turn our homeland into a multicultural economic zone that is completely...
Pause. You don't give a fuck about what you're saying, and it's not from the heart if you got to sit there and like literally stare at a fucking phone to read a script. But anyway, go ahead.
completely conflicting with what
The guy, fuck that!
the founders of this nation, or what our ancestors had in mind for what they wanted to inherit to us.
What he's
Okay,
talking
you
about
can pause that there. Again, you talk about your ancestors and all this stuff, like that's a tough conversation. It's like the U.S. and reparations and shit like that. Like, you know, a country built on the back of slaves and then, you know, discarded. And then it's just like, yeah, our forefathers, similar, not the same, but that sort of similar headbutting of, you know what I'm saying, ours over here too. White Australians that have been here, you know what I'm saying, obviously, you know, a couple generations now, you know, they're like, nah, this is fucking our home. And it's like, oof, well, I mean, some of y'all feel like it's more your home than the Aboriginals, and that's where it gets weird.
Yeah, a lot of stuff gets weird from time to time.
Especially when you've got a bit of baby oil.
Hey, we're gonna watch a couple more minutes of this in this podcast on that note.
Of course, known to many as the Great Replacement Theory, which is a conspiracy theory that suggests there's a secret agenda.
This is the reason why the video got so many dislikes. This is it. Is that I think that it's you're making two very big conflations here. So the Great Replacement Theory could be, and in often cases it is, like an anti-Semitic thing that the Jews are trying to replace and get rid of all the white people. But at the same time, people that are being upset about a demographic change in their country, I think every country has the right to decide who wants to be and not be in their country for whatever reason that they want. If China doesn't want to have people in China that aren't Chinese, then that's their own prerogative. If Russia doesn't want to have people in their country that aren't Russian, then that's their prerogative. If Japan doesn't want to have people in their country that aren't Japanese, that's their prerogative. So the idea that this is an off-topic conversation is outrageous. The fact is that every country has the right to self-determination, and they have the right to decide who's allowed in their country and why. And whatever you think the justification should be doesn't matter, because everybody should have the right to assembly, and people should have the right to association. They should be able to choose who they are around and who they're not around collectively as a democratic culture. And I think that is, again, I think that's the best way of doing things, right? So yes. And yeah, exactly. And so it's sovereignty. Yeah, exactly. It's sovereignty. And this is a big thing where it's like there's a lot of countries where I think that the way that they do things is backwards, right? Like
I just caught the chat. I think somebody just called that niggas called the nigga retarded.
Where?
Somebody is on check called him retarded.
Motherfucker said, "Oh, so retarded."
Damn. While we're on a pause, can I just point out something to anyone that comes across this video? What he just said about the whole a conversation being off topic, I hope anyone that comes across this shit, if you have that notion in your fucking head, get rid of it. That is like a huge problem amongst beings today. Oh, can't talk about that. Oh, can't discuss. How the fuck are people supposed to like come to terms with shit or understand each other if we can't have a fucking discussion because we don't see shit eye to eye or like don't have the same exact fucking blueprint of values? Like, I'm not saying you have to agree with everybody. Of course, that's not realistic, but to just be afraid or like be unable to fucking have a conversation. Oh, it's off topic. Can't talk about that. Well, that means you're trying to stay ignorant, basically. Having a conversation with someone doesn't mean that you concede to their viewpoints. Doesn't mean that all of a sudden your values change because someone said something. But to like not have the discussion, That's a large part of why I feel we're where we're at like today. No one wants to fucking talk about anything.
All right, pay
That's a
attention
good
to this
point,
chat.
yeah.
Pay attention to this chat.
So yes, yeah, Debbie. So yeah, exactly. And so it's sovereignty. Yeah, exactly. It's sovereignty. And this is a big thing where it's like
That's it. Also retarded right
there. You're so retarded.
Of countries where
I don't
think
feel
that
as
the way
bad
that
for
they
saying
do
it earlier
things
now.
is backwards, right? Like I'll give you an example. Like I don't like I think you should be able to get an abortion. Poland I think is backwards because it doesn't let you have abortions. Am I going to go to Poland and start complaining about Poland not doing this? No, I'm going to go to Poland. I'm going to try to enjoy their culture, and I'm going to try to fit in because I'm not Polish. I am at that point I am a guest in that country, and I don't want to go around and tell them the way that they want to live because I don't want them to come to my country and do the same thing to me, right? And so it's the same thing if I went to Dubai. Well, maybe they don't do everything the same way that I do things in Dubai, right? Or like the Turkey with like the prayer. I don't want to hear that, but am I going to tell them to stop doing it? Absolutely not. So that's really the big difference here. And if they told me, oh, you don't like it, get the fuck out, I would be like, oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. It's understandable. Have a nice day. Sure.
Someone tells you to get the fuck out, and your answer is, okay, I understand. Have a nice day.
I wasn't talking about
I
contraceptives.
get it. Yeah.
Poland changed the abortion laws about 2 years ago. Oh, really? I guess I'm not.
You know what?
Yo, get the fuck out. You don't like it?
All right.
I can
right,
see
you
your
guys.
opinion. Your candor, something
Yeah,
that we
I'm out of
spoken
here.
on.
You're right.
Alrighty then.
I'm gone.
Zippity-doo-dah. Bye-bye now.
Cut that one out.
All right. Have a pleasant day.
Crazy.
Yes.
Man. So what's the plan for the rest of the night?
For me, it is about to be 1:15 in the afternoon. After this, I'm gonna head to the store. It's my lady's birthday tomorrow, so I'm gonna be cooking a carbonara this evening. So I'm gonna go out and get them fresh ingredients, and yeah, a little bit of cooking, sipping on some wine, and touching on something fine. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
He gonna be in the corner with his hand later. Anyway.
Hey, Loud. Now you've seen it. You can never delete it from your mind. And what about you, sir? What's on your cards for the rest of this evening?
Yeah, I'm go ahead and lay it down. I got stuff to do tomorrow, and it's gonna be a long fucking day. Not looking forward to it.
Hey. Well, I mean, you could start tonight by turning that frown upside down.
Shut up.
Loud, co-host, you too, sir.
It is ninja season, so I'm gonna go hop on 2K.
Okay. Do you have a large enough net to catch those ninjas? I'm catching ninjas. I'm catching ninjas.
As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and hit that button. Cut that PlayStation on.
Yeah.
But with that being said, we appreciate everybody coming through, kicking it with us on another episode of Highly Social.
I did not enjoy being kicked. Not one bit.
Oh shit. In the words of the great Flex, flat out, and we out.
This motherfucker.
And we